Welcome back to SolarSmash. Today, one planet, 100 ways to destroy it. I've got some new weapons to try out, and honestly, I don't think this solar system is going to survive the next 5 minutes. Let's get smashing.
When you use the standard focused laser on Earth, it is a high damage thermal weapon. It is weaker than the planet killer but faster than the manual laser. It's great for carving continents or quickly wiping out. It cuts clean through the planet's crust and mantle. If you swipe it fast enough, you can literally slice the Earth into halves or quarters. The Void Blade, often referred to as the laser sword or lightsaber, is the ultimate weapon for precision cutting. Unlike a standard laser that melts a hole, the Void Blade acts like a physical saw that can slice Earth into perfect geometric shapes or clean halves. Most weapons create messy, jagged craters. The Void Blade creates a perfectly straight line of destruction. You can drag it across the planet to literally decapitate a hemisphere or cut out a slice like a piece of cake. Because it cuts through the entire depth of the planet, it hits the core instantly. If you hold it in the center for a few seconds, the core will turn white hot and explode. Wow, nice. That is a healing missile. A tactical missile that triggers a blue-green explosion, throwing the planet back within its blast radius. Unlike healing, which is purely restorative, a distraction tool is usually functional or defensive. It changes how other weapons interact with the planet rather than just fixing the holes they leave behind. The healing missile is powerful but a bit buggy. Sometimes, if you fire it into a deep hole at a weird angle, it will restore the inside of the planet but leave the surface looking hollow or glitched out. This is a great way to create a ghost shell planet where you can see inside the Earth while the outside looks repaired. This is the most famous healing tool. When it hits the surface, it releases a blue-green energy blast. In the beginning, Earth didn't have the massive mountain ranges we see today like the Himalayas or the Andes. The starting mountains were formed through intense heat and the cooling of the planet's crust. When Earth first formed about 4.5 billion years ago, it was a ball of molten rock. As the surface cooled, a thin crust formed. The very first mountains were actually volcanoes. The very center of a black hole, where matter is crushed into an infinitely small, infinitely dense point. Oh no, the planet killer is charging up. We need a distraction. Deploy the moon. Crashing sounds. It didn't work. Switch to the healing beam. Look at the health bar. It's going back up. We saved them. For now. Look at the core. It's turning red. The shields are down. Can we survive the distraction? It is part of the Healing Pack, DLC. It replaces the standard black hole. It has a unique physics interaction. If you fire it into a planet that has been partially destroyed, it sometimes shoves floating chunks of rock back into the planet's gravity, helping you piece the Earth back together manually before using the healing missile for the final polish. The Earth is not just a rock. It is a dynamic, self-regulating system often described by scientists through the Gaia hypothesis. which suggests that living organisms and their inorganic surroundings evolve as a single, self-regulating system to maintain the conditions for life. Natural regeneration. When human stressors, like farming or logging, are removed, ecosystems undergo ecological succession. Pioneer species, like weeds and hardy shrubs, move in first to stabilize the soil, followed by larger trees and diverse wildlife. Nations are currently working to protect 30% of the Earth's land and oceans by 2030 to create safe zones, where natural healing can occur undisturbed. Then, the pressure peaks. From the cracks in the blackened crust, a violet-white energy erupts. The planet shudders before violently detonating from the inside out. Instead of a fiery explosion, it's a cold, celestial blast, sending jagged, obsidian shards of the world hurtling into the silence of deep space.